Welcome to a quick introduction to the MA Illustration at Camberwell College of Arts. My name's Sinead Evans. I'm the course leader for the MA Illustration, and I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of what the course is about, what our students experience through the different units, and a little bit of information about applying to the course. So, just to start off, to say that the MA Illustration is part of the design school here at Camberwell College of Arts. Um, and there are a range of different postgraduate courses in the design school. And as well as a school for design, we have a school for fine art, where there are also a range of postgraduate courses. And so our students on the MA Illustration sort of sit within that wider college and that wider postgraduate community. The MA Illustration at Camberwell College of Arts supports students in building and enriching visual practice through forming methods and concepts, theories, ideas, and professional experiences that extend beyond graduation into the creative industries where our students work. We do this through three kind of main areas. The first one is practice-led learning. All of our learning activities really support students with thinking through making, discovering through making, extending and learning through their making. Um, we are very lucky at Camberwell to have not just an MA in illustration, but an undergraduate course in illustration and a graduate diploma course in illustration, which means that the programme of illustration has about 500 students in. So we have this wonderful, active, lively community of practice that centres around the subject of illustration. We also have the creative facilities, which support a really rich range of different material processes, and our students are using those spaces, those resources to explore printmaking, woodwork, digital fabrication, immersive and emerging technologies, photography, ceramics, and metalwork as well. So I'm going to introduce the three units of study that our students go through as part of the course, starting with Unit 1, in which our students locate a subject of interest. They identify an inquiry through implying methods and materials, and then they position their work as an illustrator. And so it's an introduction to studying illustration and to the university and the college as well. And the types of learning activities that support Unit 1. We have a series of site visits that's really focused on supporting students with developing their methods. We have a set of technical workshops where students choose from one of four pathways where they take their project work through a sort of select series of technical workshops. We then have a talk series that explores the question, what is illustration, where staff from across the whole programme share aspects of their practice, their making, and their approach to illustration. We also have tutorials, paired tutorials and individual tutorials, and we also have a series of peer reviews where students come together and share their work. And here's a few images from the methods in practice site visits, just to show here, this is the same student UN, exploring mapping through drawing, and then using photography as a way to collect and observe from this collection of statues at the V&A. A few images from our technical pathways where students choose from one of four pathways, one that focuses on reproduction and print, one that focuses on kind of transformation and object making and ceramic processes, another pathway that focuses on emerging technologies and kind of immersive spaces, and one that focuses on motion and sequence and working animation processes. So moving on to Unit 2, where students develop a longer form project that we refer to as the major project. Um, And alongside this, students collectively work with a group of peers to explore a topic of shared social, cultural, or political urgency, and do a little bit of shared research around that. So these two projects are supported by reader seminars and site visits where students work together on their kind of shared research. Um, and then we have major project workshops that again support that project development, their longer form project development. We also have tutorials and peer reviews again, conversations and sharing that support the progress that happens in this unit. And here's an image from a bit of a collective research that one of the reader groups did on the course, Exploring Illustration and Urban Regeneration. And then some students' work from the major project workshops, again, that are really focusing on the development of ideas, research, subject matter, all through practice. And as students move into the final unit of the course, they're going to be focusing on making their major project public. And we do this through three main kind of areas. The first one is showing of work, a sharing of work. Currently, students do this alongside other MAs across the design school and the fine art school. And it's a really wonderful celebration of all the work that students have been doing. We then support our students in sort of moving beyond the university and having an experience, a professional experience, making their work public in a context that they're interested in working in after leaving the course. So currently students choose between publishing, self-publishing, cultural institutions and residencies, education, academic research, and the final one, which is kind of collective space and selling. Um, and to support students being kind of gaining the kind of professional skills that sit around all of those different professional contexts, we have talks and workshops where we bring in really one of the really rich kind of resources that UAL has, which is the Careers and Employability Services. They come in and support us with grant writing, um, residency applications, PhD applications, all of the kind of things that sit around those additional skills that students need to kind of progress to where they want to be as they move out as graduates. So here's one of the images from a show. And those public events as well, some of which in the past students have been to Small Publishers Fair at Conway Hall, running a visual journal, sharing PhD proposals and research proposals, giving talks to prospective supervisors and people of interest. Having sales and print sales, collective print sales, and sharing work from residencies, and doing an open school. Those are just some of the events that we have where students are making their work public. So if you are thinking about making an application to the course, here's a list of things that we're looking for from applicants when we're looking at portfolios and video tasks and then interviews. We're looking for applicants who have an interest and involvement in visual communication already, whether that's through their own education or employment experiences, or experiences that might sit within a wider creative practice. We're looking for demonstrable skills to build on. And we're looking for the kind of ability and capacity for reflection and growth. And we're looking for students to have ambition and research interest that they wish to grow and explore and develop further through study. We're looking for applicants who have an aspiration for a higher level of practice and a real desire to be studying at master's level and taking on the challenges that entails. And we're looking for strong verbal and written skills so that students can fully participate in the course. UAL has a number of scholarships that supports both home and international postgraduate students. If that is something that you want to explore further, there is a search tool, scholarships search tool, just to see what's available and what you might be applicable for. We have for international applicants, here's a suggestion as well to check if there's a UAL representative in your country where you could ask questions and get the information that you need. We have a couple of ways to take inquiries as well. There's some on Facebook and Instagram, and then there's an email address. So if you have further questions around any of the things that have been discussed here in the video, or questions around applying and applications and the recruitment process, please send your queries here. And that's the end of my talk. So thank you for watching.